served up at noon. Just call me Chef Sid.
For the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It's Sid. It's Thursday, February 19th. For a long time, I didn't work and do shows. I forgot the feeling of coming in the next day after a show, tired because of the things you did the day before. It hit me today. It kind of hit me today. And I am wired and loopy. We're live on YouTube. We are live on X, courtesy of Sick Media. And to everyone listening on the audio pods after the fact, appreciate you all. If you want to support what we do here, subscribe to all the things, hit like, you know the deal. Thank you if you have already done that. Some programming notes I do want to kind of bring up. First off, in terms of how we played things out yesterday during the Czechia-Canada men's hockey game, we didn't plan on doing things like that at all. But at about 15 minutes to the show, 10 minutes to the show, Jeff Azzopardi and I looked at each other and said, we kind of have to focus on this. Something's happening here. And I feel like the country's grinding to a halt. Whether you're at work, whether you were home, working from home, watching the kids, at school, streaming, I don't care where you were. Everyone felt early in that hockey game yesterday, it was a thing and you had to make time. So Azzo and I made time. And we did a very quickly thrown together live stream with you during the game. And I had no idea how you would respond to it. And it seems like you liked it. So thank you for that. Because we were just doing what you were probably doing and watching, and the chat was on fire, and everyone who contributed, thank you very much. And the notes that have come in after the fact, I had someone from the Dominican Republic reach me via Twitter saying, good stream yesterday. And that stuff will never not blow me away. So thank you. And my gut tells me for Finland, Canada tomorrow, men's semifinal around the same time, I think we should probably do it again.
I want a blowout.
Azzo from the gallery has yelled he wants a blowout because Azzo does way more work in those situations than me. I sit back, literally sit back, watch the game like you. I don't have to pay attention to the chat. Azzo's reading all the stuff, doing a great job, by the way. Great job. And I just react. So the work for me is minimal in that situation. The work for Azzo is not minimal. So some more Azzo love in the chat, please, today. And thank him for what he did yesterday, because a lot of you got on air. There's some good stuff. There was some weird stuff like, why isn't Lane Hudson playing for Canada? That doesn't make any sense. But there was also a lot of good stuff. So shout out to Azzo for making that happen. And we're probably going to do it again tomorrow for Finland and Canada. We're not going to do it a lot here on the show, I don't think, although we'll probably have World Cup discussions about certain games, I think. Because I want to be on air when Mo Salah goes to Vancouver. But we're going to do it again. And the feedback seemed good, and you guys were super nice about it, and thank you. About today, we are going to be done this show by 1 p.m. Eastern, so everyone can kind of clear the deck and watch Canada, USA women's hockey, and watch Canada pull off the upset no one thinks is about to happen. No one. I got a good feeling about today. Do you know how hard it is to kick a team's ass twice in a tournament? It's very difficult. Take yesterday, for example. Czechia lost the first game 5-0 to Canada. Adjustments can be made. Adjustments can be made, and things tighten up. Go Canada. Let's go. So we're going to wrap this up by 1 p.m. Eastern today. And then we can all watch. And that's the beauty of this show. Azzo and I, in association with Sick Media, kind of call the shots. That's our shot we're calling today. And I think it's the right one. Vicky on the chat on YouTube. Good luck to the ladies for today. Agree, Vicky. Agree. I got a good feeling. The other thing I did notice, and I kind of liked it, was what happened with the Premier of Ontario yesterday, Doug Ford. For those of you not in Ontario, Doug Ford is on his third straight majority government in the biggest province in the country with the biggest economy in the country. 3 straight majorities. So yesterday, with hockey fever taking over here at the Olympics, men's and women's, Doug Ford put out a tweet that said, I am asking my Minister of Education to gently ask schools to let kids watch both the women's gold medal game today and the men's semifinal tomorrow. Now, this is, I would have killed to have someone when I was in school say, let's watch hockey during school. Never happened to me. It was just some kind of story I heard about the 72 Summit Series and teachers in 1972 rolling in like the third TV ever made into a gymnasium and letting the kids watch Paul Henderson scoring game 8 in the middle of the afternoon. I prayed when I was a kid that would happen to me. Well, Doug Ford, who's a polarizing figure, as most politicians are, said, we're watching hockey in school. And I think it's great. A, it's going to be fun. B, I think unity in this country is important right now for all the reasons you don't need me to get into. These are great stories. Courtesy of Canadians from all different walks of life, from all different parts of the country. Maritimes, Ontario, Quebec, Alberta. Well, not Quebec for the men's side. Topic for another day. But you know what I'm saying. Women's side, it's good to rally. It's good to get behind something. And I agree with it. So good for Doug Ford for that. Rick in the chat asks, Sid, any chance you and Jeff do a live show Sunday with the gold on the line? I am not doing a Slovakia-Finland live stream. Just so we're clear. I know what you're insinuating, but weird things happen. The answer is no. We have no plans to do that. I think it's important for people on the stream to kind of know where we're coming from, because Jeff and I, Azzo and I, have talked about this a lot. And when I worked with Azzo on the Fan 590 years ago, I always felt a strength of the show that we did was you kind of had to know when we were coming in to hear the takes. I do think that matters. And there are some amazing streams and podcasters who go up live constantly and are really good at it. Way better than me. Way better than me.
Way.
What'd you say?
Way better.
Way better. I just said win.
Oh, no, way better.
Note to Azzo, if you're going to yell at me, yell towards me, please. I thought Azzo had an aneurysm. I was saying, ah! But I do believe 9.5 times out of 10, unless like Portugal plays Canada in the World Cup final in New Jersey this summer, we're probably going to wait till the next day is how we're going to do things. It works for some, it doesn't work for others. That kind of works for us. That's our initial plan. Hopefully you guys are good with it. But I feel like the whole country still, you guys were fantastic yesterday. You guys are great. The feedback's been very kind about the stream. That's the first live stream Azzo and I have ever done. I thought it might be the last because I didn't know how it was going to go. It went well. Oh, we also had like an all-time Canadian game, which helps, right? It wasn't France, Canada. Like that's a different type of stream. That's a tougher lift, right? So appreciate you all. I have to be honest. I'm like, I heard Elliot talk about this after the fact on the panel. I felt it this morning. I'm kind of drained after that yesterday. I am. And I'm still trying to process everything about Canada advancing and Mitch Marner and all the things at the end. But when I got home, 2 hours, 3 hours, the one thing that really hit me that I hadn't processed fully was Crosby and his situation and what's next for him and where they go from here with the injury. Now, a couple things. In terms of the visual of Crosby getting hurt and limping off the ice, specifically the limping back to the room, that was tough. That's like when you were watching any of the Superman movies and he was like really vulnerable. You don't see it a lot, and it kind of hurts your heart because in your mind, this person's made out of titanium. And you see that he's skin and bones like the rest of us. As we're sitting here and watching this Gudis hit again, like it's on a loop across the country. Sidney Crosby having his right knee give out. It's on a loop. It's tough to see. And when you see Crosby like that, you're like, damn, he's normal. But what we're hearing after the fact, and I'm going to go back to yesterday just quickly with John Cooper. What we heard after the fact was the most Crosby story ever. Despite the fact he wasn't playing for Canada because of the knee, he was very involved in how that game ended. Listen to this.
Tough one. That's unusual for him to do that. So we'll see how it is. But I know that was a big thing in the locker room. After the second into the third was we're not making this Sid's last game, and so there was a lot of inspiration behind it.
Sean in the chat, Crosby not normal. I refuse to believe that. You know what? I refuse to believe it either. But he's not a kid playing the Red Wings in the Cup final anymore. He's a little older than that. And it was tough to watch. So now it spills into what on earth is this morning going to look like? Because I was not expecting any updates on Crosby's knee last night. Freege didn't have one. No one had it. Cooper wasn't telling you anything. Standard, fair. This morning, though, could go one of two ways. Either you hear Crosby's done for the tournament or other stuff. And what we heard today was other stuff. This was John Cooper after an optional skate this morning in Milan. Quote, Sid is by no means ruled out of this tournament. We've got the best of the best looking at him. And he went on to say, everything's going down as we speak. We have time. Game is tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. Eastern. Along with that, it was an optional skate for Canada. Crosby wasn't the only one who missed it. Nathan McKinnon, not at the skate today. Brad Marchand, not at the skate today. Cale Makar, not at the skate today. Sam Bennett claimed he was sick yesterday, and that's why he didn't play. I don't necessarily buy that myself. A Conn Smythe Trophy winner not playing in a game like that is a little off to me. And I don't think the sniffles is probably the reason why. So that is your update. Two things here before I bring Azzo into the discussion. One, I think there is a 100% chance Sidney Crosby's playing tomorrow. 100%. Because I don't want to live in a world where Lindsey Vonn with a torn ACL is allowed to go down a hill in skiing in these Olympics, but our doctors tell Sidney, you can't play in the semis. We've reached the point where it's down to the athlete. And from his cold, dead hands, I think you're going to rip that game tomorrow away from Sidney Crosby, even if he plays 6 minutes or less. Victor Hedman sat on the bench the entire game yesterday for Sweden, apparently got hurt in warm-up, which is a lie. You don't just get hurt in warm-up like that and miss a quarterfinal of the Olympics. But he stayed there. He wanted to at least be a part of it. I do not believe for a second anyone on that coaching staff, on that medical team, or on the roster will physically restrain Sidney Crosby from playing tomorrow. I'm not saying I agree with it medically. Got to keep people safe. But there are certain moments it's not up to other people. Lindsey Vonn went down a hill with a torn ACL. Pretty sure she didn't get advice to do that. And I'm pretty sure Sidney Crosby's going to get the medical advice that is proper in that moment, and he's going to look at them and say, get out of my face. I have to take on Terry Lehkonen. I have to face Finland tomorrow. I think there is a 100% chance Crosby's in uniform because that's who Sidney Crosby is. Sid is the 13th forward, according to Patrick. Potentially, yeah. Even if that's the case. The last thing that really has dawned on me here is, and I alluded to it a little bit yesterday, the first 3 games for Canada were an absolute joke. Like an absolute joke. It was, you got everything plus the cherries on the sundae. Everything. The only pushback was maybe is Tom Wilson going to get suspended and is McKinnon okay? The McKinnon okay is actually not a small thing. I understand. But it was easy street. It was easy work. Easy work for this Canadian men's team. A street fight has broken out for the gold medal. A street fight at these Olympics. And it happened quickly, and it's intimate and a little ugly. And both the men and women, I'm going to put MPP in the same boat. Some of the greatest hockey players we've ever produced are right now putting their careers on the line for gold medals. Careers on the line. We'll find out more after. But this is serious business. This is serious business. And they're doing it for their communities and for their parents and for us and for the country. That's what they're doing it for. Sidney Crosby shouldn't be out there tomorrow, and he's going to be. Why? Because he's Crosby. And he's got Cole Harbour in his veins. And that's what he's going to do. McKinnon probably shouldn't be out there tomorrow. Marchand probably shouldn't be out there tomorrow. They've won their things, man. Except for this. This knife fight has gotten serious in Milan. And I hope everyone comes out semi-okay. And God bless everyone for being involved in it. Because it's a hell of a show. A. Henderson writes in the chat, people on here saying Crosby should sit on the bench just to rally the troops. Good luck keeping him off the ice. Hear, hear, A. Henderson 526. Hear, hear. Canada women's gold medal game today at 1. Men's semifinal tomorrow, 10:40 a.m. Eastern. Don't you dare miss it. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Sidney.
There you go.
Hey, it took a while to kick
I've
in
always
here.
preferred you without a microphone.
I know. Just keep yelling the entire time.
I've always preferred
There
you
you
without.
I don't know.
Where
Our
are you
studio
at?
is screwed up today. Can we say we had some power outages yesterday and
We didn't-
everything
we-
seemed to reset?
We had like an
don't know what's
ice-ish
going on.
storm roll through here yesterday afternoon during the show. Somehow we were spared during the stream,
Seriously.
which was crazy.
That is insane.
But the generators in the building we're in. Anyway, great job by the building here. Everyone, Anello and Sick Media, you picked a good building. You picked
Yeah.
good buildings.
It is true.
Azzo, where's your head at hockey-wise here? Because there's a lot of ways to go with this.
Yeah.
It's just it feels like an exhilarating time for a lot of reasons.
So I was thinking the same thing you were, but like a lot of people in the chat, I wondered if they held him out tomorrow and then he shows up for the final. And I hate the fact that it's becoming, a lot of people seem to now favor the US just because they're healthier. Like they're looked at as the favorites in this tournament now just because they're a healthier team.
You know, it's funny because anyone like I watched the Sweden USA game yesterday, and I've
Don't
walked.
get me started on that.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But big picture, I've walked into funeral homes with more life in it.
Yeah.
The States were asleep. I'm sorry.
And they had a big.
They were asleep as well. Sweden were a disgrace. I can't believe how they came out in that game. I can't believe how Sweden. But like, don't tell me you watched the States play yesterday. Kachucks were pretty quiet yesterday, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Little quiet. Little slew foot from Brady at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dirty.
The Chihuahuas weren't yapping away yesterday, were they?
It's true.
That was tight. Don't tell me the States are still like the favorite over Canada after yesterday.
Right.
Do you think that's the case? I
No,
don't think that's the case.
I don't at all. I still think it's a fight. I think Sweden screwed up yesterday because then they started playing defensive.
Big time.
And they should have kept pushing them because the U.S. strength is their defense. Like after Austin and Eichel,
Yeah.
like their next biggest threat is Quinn Hughes, is Werenski, like those guys. So when you're sitting back and letting those guys attack, I think Sweden screwed up yesterday. They could have won that game easily had they kept attacking. And same with what was the other game? It's the Swiss against Finland. They sat back, started playing defensively.
Switzerland are a joke.
Like,
how do you blow a 2-0 lead with like 6 minutes, 5 minutes to go?
that was
Like,
crazy.
stop it. Stop. You don't deserve to be there.
No, just keep doing it.
You don't deserve to be
I
there.
don't get when teams do that when you're up 2-0 and you stop pushing on the other team because obviously it's working. Anyway,
sorry, one more thing. Someone sent in odds here. The chat, forgive me. The chat is like moving.
I know.
Like I'm trying to
This
keep
one?
up. Yeah, thank you. Pierce wrote in. Canada's still a minus 130 favorite to win gold. Not sure who was saying the U.S. is favored. NBC's saying it.
What they are? No, and
There's
some
a
of
lot of places saying that the States are the better team.
I'm saying I've listened to some interviews of some of the people down there and some people on the panel and calling the games. And
Right.
they said when they're looking at things, just because of health reasons, the U.S. might be favorite. And can we add another Canadian? Well, somebody we didn't get into yesterday. Morrissey not being on the ice yesterday because we got a full practice in, but apparently I guess he can't shoot because he was passing the puck. But like they missed him too yesterday.
Feels shouldery with him.
Yeah.
Like if you're in practice skating but like not really shooting, just passing gently, that's kind of a defenseman with a bum shoulder.
Did you
not
expect him
good.
to play though before the game?
Well,
I
he
kinda
was
felt
he
like
was
that.
out there practicing
Yeah.
the day before. Like
Right.
that's kind of the telltale. Yeah, I was completely expecting it, but I mean, I have to be honest. The way Devon Taves looked at times yesterday,
The
the
entire
way
D.
the
The
way
D is scaring
Parayko has looked at
Yeah.
times, like they could use another
That's what I mean. They need him. I
guy to kind of just skate it out. Like I don't need some of the passes I saw yesterday. I'm like Mark Stone, my God, that was a horrible pass on the 1-1 goal. Like just little things like that.
And half your forwards are banged up, so you need a strong
true.
D. Like, why did Bennington come up so big yesterday? Because the defense kind of
Because he's Jordan Bennington.
I love it.
That's why it came up big. because Jordan Binnington is the man. And I'm tired of this slander. Now watch him go up 5 goals.
No, don't say that.
Canadian defense is awful. McKiffin. Yeah. And hi, Sid. Justin. Hi,
They
Justin.
haven't been playing great.
Hi, Justin.
They haven't been playing great. And other than that, although the school thing, can I say it should
Go ahead.
just be a gold medal game that you get to watch. I don't know about letting them watch the semifinals.
Well, they're all going to get to watch the gold medal game Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to do
But
that.
I mean, today I'd let them watch the women play for gold.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, nah. Get back to work.
Tomorrow, nah.
Learn.
All hell's breaking loose in this men's Olympic hockey tournament. What are you talking about tomorrow? Nah. Tomorrow's going to be just as big as the gold medal game, except for the fact there's no gold medal on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. By the way, thank you for bringing this up. I have seen a lot of this. And Azo in the chat, let me know if you've heard it and whether or not you agree with it. Here's what I've heard. A lot. Here's the take. How dare they? How dare they have the gold medal men's hockey game at 8:10 a.m. Eastern on a Sunday? How dare they? Well, first thing, if you've ever watched like any European club soccer on a weekend, that's the thing. There's a time difference, right? Like we all understand there's a time difference between Europe and North America, because I'll tell you how the schedule's like Sunday in Milan, where they're having it. The gold medal games at like 3 p.m, closing ceremony 8 p.m, Milan time. That's how it was in Vancouver. That's how it is in every Winter Olympics I can remember going back to when NHLers were doing this. Okay? The fact that you don't like a time change is not my problem. And it's not the IOC's problem. To complain about the time change lacks intelligence. Do you not think NBC would want that gold medal game at 3 p.m. Eastern? Of course they would. But that's not how the schedule goes. They want the events done by that closing ceremony. You know how I know? I've watched sports before. And I've watched the Olympics before. You're welcome, Azza. Thank you. Everyone wakes up, goes on Twitter, and it's my first day watching anything. What is this? What is this? Put the phone down. Drink some electrolytes and smarten up. It's the dumbest take. It's a European Olympics. Things will happen in the morning. Enough. It's the dumbest take you're going to see. How dare they not do things my way in North America? Shut up. It's idiotic. Tell me you don't watch soccer without telling me you don't watch soccer. That's life for a European soccer fan every weekend, and it's fine. It's fine. Come back from Turtle Jacks before 3 a.m. and get some sleep and watch the game. What the hell's wrong with you? Ridiculous.
It is crazy. Just dumb.
How dare European cities book things on their time?
Well, and like
How
you said,
dare they?
The Olympics. It's the last event usually to close out the Olympics, or one of the last events of that day, right? It's always the way it is.
By the way,
Vancouver was the same thing. You nailed it.
do you know what an 8 a.m. Eastern start is good for? The rest of your day.
Yeah, it's true.
It is the greatest thing ever. You're going to be sitting there going, oh, what else can I do today? I'll watch the end of the Genesis Open, see if Tiger Woods can win Riviera if he plays. I don't know if he's going to play. But like, you can do anything else with the rest of your Sunday. Ridiculous.
I agree.
Like, want to talk about other takes? Let's talk about other takes.
Okay.
Mitch Marner's having himself a run.
We're already at half an hour.
We're already at half an hour. Stop whispering. I hate when people whisper
I'm
on
just
air.
trying to let you know without
Please
people
stop
hearing
whispering.
Because I don't have a producer mic anymore. Like, I got to just tell you on air.
You just have a regular mic.
So I whisper.
Oh, so whisper voice is your producer in my ear.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
see, you know what? I'll take that.
Okay.
That's what you were thinking.
Yes.
By the way, your pink shirt
I know.
is driving the chat wild.
I know.
Okay. Azel's wearing a
For
pink
the
shirt
ladies, let's go.
just because it's Peck Day. All right.
Okay. Back to Mitch Marner.
Mitch Marner. Let's go through the last 3 major moments for him. Overtime winner, game 1 of 4 Nations. That was last year. And then in the gold medal game, assist on Connor McDavid's goal, 4 Nations. Boom. And game winner yesterday for Mitch Marner. Massive goal. Now, the overtime winner to begin the 4 Nations was 3-on-3 last year. Overtime to win 4 Nations was not 3-on-3, because I'm seeing a lot of 3-on-3 Marner talk. Let's remember, it wasn't 3-on-3 to beat the States. 5-on-5. That's when he found McDavid. But yesterday, 3-on-3. Marner does it. Fantastic goal for Marner. Fantastic goal for Marner. So obviously, people make it about the Leafs. And I'm not going to focus on like a ton of people on social media and whatnot, because we even saw it during the chat yesterday. It's like, the Leafs could use a guy like Marner.
That was fun.
Was it?
A little bit.
I don't know how much fun it was. I don't know how much fun it was, but there was a lot of it, and I understand it because part of it is fun. And part of it is malicious. But that's like fans and us and the chat, and we're just messing. We're all messing around with each other.
Thank you. That's what I was trying.
We're all
to
messing
say.
around.
That's what I was trying to say.
By the way, some people from the West Coast are making the point it's pretty early for them, the gold medal game.
That's fair.
So Vancouver folks, I'll take that from. If you're in Toronto, shut up. But if it's a 5:10 a.m. start for you, that's different. Okay, I'll give you that. Great point from the chat. Great point. Great point. Back to Marner. So this is definitely a talking point as Marner wins another game for Canada. One of the reporters in the mix zone, I don't know who, they went to Mark Stone with the Mitch Marner thing, who's basically been Marner's line mate the whole tournament.
And teammate.
Yes, teammate. Line mate and teammate.
Yeah. Oh.
New teammate in Vegas. So someone asked Mark Stone about the Mitch Marner's not big in big games thing. And Mark Stone said, quote, "It's been great whenever I've been with him. I think it's a Toronto thing." End quote. Now, the normal me would go pretty strong into this because I do have thoughts specifically on athletes who've never been a Leaf commenting on what it's like being a Leaf. I do feel a certain way about that. But that's not where my headspace is. So I'm going to leave that alone and leave that for another day because I like Mark Stone a lot. And Mitch Marner deserves every flower for what he did yesterday. It was a big boy move. Big boy performance at the end. So I'm going to leave that aside. But on the quote of it's a Toronto thing, let's go through the Toronto thing. Did some research.
Really?
I did research.
Wow.
First time in 9 shows.
And we only have an hour show today.
It's 12:33. I better hurry up. Yeah. So is Mitch not kind of doing this as a Leaf, a Toronto thing? Doing it for Team Canada, maybe not as a Leaf. I went through every game 5, 6, and 7 Marner's ever played with the Leafs.
Oh, boy.
Ever played.
Oh, boy.
It's not all bad. Some of it's bad. So let's go through this. 2017, the magical year the Leafs take on the Washington Capitals in the first round. No one thought the Leafs would be in that postseason. 2017. It's a long time ago. Game 5, Marner against the Capitals, no points. Game 6, Marner versus the Capitals, no points. Now, the next year, 2018, against the Bruins, he was good. Game 5, 6, and 7 against the Bruins, he had 4 points in the last 3 games. So, it's tough to put it completely at his feet. He actually played okay. 2019 against the Bruins, Marner, games 5, 6, and 7, 0 points across the board. 0. 2020, the weird play-in best of 5 against Columbus after the pandemic. Remember that one? Game 5, deciding game, 0 points for Marner against Columbus. 0. 2021, Leafs up 3-1 on the Canadiens in the Northern Division. Remember that? Game 5 for Marner, 1 point. Game 6, 0 points. Game 7, 0 points. 2022, Tampa, round 1. Game 5, a point. Game 6, 0 points. Game 7, a point. Leafs lose to Tampa in 7 at home. 2023, Leafs beat Tampa. Marner, game 5, 1 point. the Game 6 Tavares OT winner, Marner had 0 points in that game. Next series, it was a 4-1 loss for the Leafs, but in Game 5, Florida had 0 points, and that was a series Marner got a little snippy with the media, if you'll remember that. 2024. Now, to be fair to Marner, 2024, this is the series Nylander and Austin missed some time. And Joseph Wall by the end of it. Game 5 versus Boston, 1 point. Game 6, 7, nothing. Donuts for Marner. Donuts. This past year, let's look at this past year. Ottawa, round 1. Game 5, 0 points. Marner was a -4 in that hockey game. Game 6, he got a point. Leafs advance. Final 3 games against the Panthers. A lot of you remember this. You don't need me to walk you through this. Game 5, Marner, no points at home against Florida. 1 point on the road in Game 6. That shocking Game 6. And Game 7, Hairgate, 0 points for Marner. So since becoming a Leaf in the postseason in 2017, that's when his postseason career began, Marner, in games 5, 6, or 7 of a series, has gone pointless 16 times. Okay? That's the math of it. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because I'm at the point where I'm not fighting Mark Stone on this. I think it is a Toronto thing. I think the kid cared a lot, and he got nervous. I don't think it's anything more than that. I think we're overthinking it. And on top of that, there wasn't that kind of player next to him to carry the load. Because I'll get to what Nylander and Matthews didn't do yesterday. There wasn't a player to carry the load with him. So certain guys got crucified for it. He definitely got crucified for it. So maybe it was a Toronto thing. I'm tired of pushing back on this because the numbers say maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. And the kid cared a lot. Now, there are a bunch of other stories with Mitch and those around him, and I'll let those sit there. But I'm talking about strictly the numbers. I'm not talking A bonuses and B bonuses and who's pissed at who and whose ego is what. I'm not getting into any of that. I'm talking about the numbers. He looked like a nervous kid playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs in big-time games. Big-time games. Because he knows what it means. There are players from all around the National Hockey League who couldn't pick out Toronto on a map and don't know what this pressure is like and haven't grown up here. I'll save that for another day because I have some thoughts on that. But I like Mark Stone. And I'm going to agree with him on this a little bit. Because I can't help but look at that yesterday and go, that's an adult in 93 doing things for his country. That's not easy. Not easy. So that's kind of where I stand on that. I am now, Azzo, more willing than I've ever been before to admit maybe it is a little different here.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I do. Well, I don't know if it's different here. I think what you said at the end there is the cast around him.
Because there were just
guys.
There were moments he needed to be picked up too.
Right.
But generally, though, these are not great game 5, 6, and 7 numbers.
No.
On the top line, top power play, that will cripple you. That will cripple you. Let's remember the situations Marner was in the city.
What did we talk about before the tournament? We thought John Cooper put him on the line with Sid Crosby for a reason.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when you see a guy skating like that or with McDavid in the Four Nations you're not giving it, you're going. And you saw that goal yesterday was incredible.
It's great.
It was amazing.
And he read the play too because everyone bleated out to Celebrini.
Yes.
And it's a smart hockey play. That's all it is. And, did the puck maybe settle a bit where he could get some air under it? Sure. Whatever. Good for Mitch.
Some guys step their game up when you're playing with greats like that.
For sure.
And if your teammates aren't going to do it, there's only so much you can do. And I think, the Leafs here surrounded him with guys who don't have that drive either. Like none of them do. None of them can be that alpha.
Like you see what this kid is like with a bit of confidence.
Right.
And I'm not talking regular season confidence. The Leafs always had regular season confidence because it was easy. Because you're in Columbus in November and no one cares. It was always a different thing. And to be fair about it too, other coaches got to game plan for 6, 7 games against Matthews and Marner, and it wasn't difficult by the end of it. It never was. Their games were a little transparent. It was periphery. It was all the easy things you can navigate. So I just think the old me would have maybe had to go with this. I'm not in that headspace right now because I'm about Go Canada, and I like these guys a lot.
Well, and here's the other thing.
And so I'll leave that alone.
Let's talk about the Four Nations last year. John Cooper moved them up and down the lines like nothing. In the Leafs, you're not doing that.
But that's also a Cooper No, the Leafs would never dare.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
The
That's
Leafs
some
would never
motivation
dare.
too.
No.
That's some motivation too. And I know people in the chat would say maybe he wasn't around for most of the game yesterday. You hardly noticed him.
Right.
But in the big moments, he's showing up for this country. And he's solidified his place on the team for as long as he wants to play for.
So you think the ability of John Cooper over the last 12 months in multiple competitions to and he hasn't done it here, but I'm talking more Four Nations. To move Marner around and there's no real entitlement here. You think that's helped him in this situation?
100%.
I think it's a good take. I think you're right. I think it's definitely
and Cooper's been a strong supporter of him.
Yeah.
Cooper speaks up for him all the time.
And who knows how that's going to play out for him in Vegas, because Bruce Cassidy doesn't give a damn about his ego out there. They got one goal. It's to win.
His minutes are down this year.
Yep. And his points are down. Like the whole thing has changed with Mitch out there. Like he is adjusting.
Right.
And
so we'll see in the playoffs this year. Right? If he shows up for them in the playoffs, playing with Eichel and Stone, we'll see.
Yeah. I agree with Azzo, says size Doister. I'm trying to read to read the handles carefully. Regarding Marner, see Phil Kessel. No, he's kind of his international career is getting better than Kessel.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Definitely.
Don't make that comparison.
He might have the two plays for Canada in that pass he made and the goal.
Yes,
he has the two highlight plays for Canada. Maybe this tournament.
Don't compare Marner with Johnny Hot Dogs. Don't do that. Don't do that. Finally, from
20 minutes left.
McKiffin,
third period.
Mitch is a great two-way player. His value isn't strictly based on point production. Yeah, we don't talk about that enough. Now, he gets paid for the points. I think that's why the focus is there. But in this type of environment, it's kind of different.
Yeah, but big players in big games, like you need points to win, right?
You do. And by the way, the fact that the gold medal game could also be 3-on-3, his value this year is way more important than last year.
Yeah.
Way more important.
Agreed.
Because I'm still stunned they're doing a 3-on-3 overtime in the gold medal game potentially.
Crazy.
I'm stunned.
I was thinking about
happening.
that a lot yesterday because we saw 3 games go to overtime. Like, wow.
Crazy.
That's going to be crazy if that's what decides it. I mean.
Jack with a follow-up. Phil Kessel has cup rings. Yeah, okay. NHL career. We can talk about the NHL career. Internationally, right now, Marner has the better international career. I think.
I almost whispered there. And he went to play with Sid and Malkin. And that's how he got his
But he was traded there. You know, Kessel was traded to Pittsburgh.
I know, but I'm saying that's where he got his cup rings. We'll see what happens with Mitch this year playing in Vegas. Mitch still has a chance to get some cups, especially with Vegas.
Oh, yeah, it's a smart team. Right? Some good players on it.
So it's Mitch's second team. Let's see, or not second. I know it was Kessel's like third, but Mitch has moved on to another team. He has a chance to win some cups over there.
He does.
So
without question.
Don't count Mitch out from not having any cups yet.
No. Can we now, we're going another 15 minutes here, but I want to get this in.
20.
You want to go 20? Yeah. Let's go 20.
We can go a few minutes past one.
Let's go 20. We're making the rule.
Look at that.
Marie-Philippe Poulin is in uniform.
She's walking down the corridor.
Let's go, MPP. Let's go. If Canada beats the States today.
How do you say miracle on ice in French? Miracle sur glace?
That's not even close. And my French is bad. How dare you insult sick media and Tony Marinaro like that? How dare you?
But we need our own miracle on ice moment, right? Why can't the women give it to us?
We've had it. I mean, I don't know. Golden goal was pretty good.
I think they were favorites in that. Like we're underdogs.
MPP scored in Sochi. That was a gold medal moment.
How about this one? Le miracle on ice. Just put le in front of everything.
I believe that's close.
Mix it French.
I believe that's close. Le miracle on ice. I want to go back and talk about one thing from yesterday's game. I don't think people have still processed how we were on the precipice of the greatest scandal in Canadian sporting history yesterday. I can't let this go. So Canada goes down 3-2 to that sharpshooter, Andre Palat. And you and I are here watching the game, and the Canadian bench, they didn't react. No one in the building said anything. I didn't see anything on the chat, and the chat's pretty on it. But like 10 minutes after the game ended, pictures started circulating of how the Czech Republic had 6 skaters on the ice when they went up 3-2. Like 6.
It's easy to count.
Count the white jerseys. We're not counting those stall skaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many are allowed?
5. So I was about to destroy Devon Taves, or not Devon Taves. It was her. It was Harley who committed the turnover.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a second. They got an extra player on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
No one called anything. And then more photos started to circulate. No, it wasn't 6 skaters. It was 8. The Czech Czechia had 8 skaters. Top right, you could see 4 players on a change. Add that to the 4 skaters going in over the line. 8.
They were switching 2 for 2.
And no one called anything, and there was no review. So if Canada didn't tie that, if Suzuki didn't tie the game, if Marner didn't win the game, this would have been an international incident. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, the officials don't know what they're talking about. One of the officials, there were 2 officials, a Swedish official and Chris Rooney. Chris Rooney's been calling NHL games for 26 years. Mm-hmm. And he didn't see that. He didn't see that. As I'm going to say this, and Canadians aren't that irked about it. I'm not letting this go. If Canada would have lost that game yesterday because of that, if I'm Hockey Canada, I tell the IOC this. Either we replay this game tomorrow, or you are never getting a men's or women's team in any age category to another tournament. We're taking the money and we're barnstorming. Hockey Canada, TSN, everyone that gives money to the AAHF. We either replay that game or it ends. It's a harsh breakup. I'm changing the Instagram status, deleting the contact from the phone. Because that would have been a thievery that's unforgivable. Unforgivable. And I think it would be a very interesting moment for some of the sports federations in this country if that would have happened. Because you just can't take that. You just cannot take that. I would have gone to open war on the IOC and the IIHF if that's how Canada got eliminated from that game. Open diplomatic sports war. Don't have to do that. Don't have to do that.
Burn down the part of the arena that's not done.
Pitchforks from Patrick. Yes. Hockey pitchforks.
So can
you imagine what this country would have been like today if that's how they would have been eliminated? That's insanity. That is worse than any positive drug test that you find after.
So the part for me, too, to add to it, was the celebration after the goal. Like, there's 6 guys in the celebration.
There's 6 guys!
Like, does somebody not count, or do the refs not look at that and then, like you said, call for a review? Like, were there 6 guys on the ice? And are the guys in the circle going, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Someone in Czechia goes, guys, we got to get off now.
Hurry up. Snap the ball. Snap the ball.
Snap the ball. Quick. Hurry up. Run a QB draw so they just start the game. Start the car. How do you say start the car in Czechia? That's what that was.
Oh, my God.
That's a start the car moment.
Yeah, because even the 6 guys were celebrating the goal. What is going on?
I almost threw up. The thought of it is scary to me. Which is why tomorrow kids have to see that in case we get teeved.
Yeah.
We need all the young generation to see that. And by the way, I'm a little scared what the next generation of hockey players looks like after Crosby and McKinnon. Actually, Celebrini is pretty good. What am I talking about? I don't know. I watch the World Juniors and I hear all the talk about women's hockey. I worry about the next generation. So let the kids watch the hockey. I think it's a great idea today and tomorrow. Girls and boys, watch them all. Let them all watch the hockey
today.
I think it's great. Let's talk Sweden USA yesterday.
Okay.
Let's talk Sweden USA. Someone in the chat wanted another Santander rant. I can't do it today.
Not today. It's coming. There will be a time.
There will be a time.
Maybe tomorrow we won't have time with the game.
Santander. Hey, Anthony, you had shoulder injuries the entire season. Do you want to get your shoulder scoped now, or do you want to go to Cancun?
No, they missed it. They missed it. They missed the tear and how bad it was.
Anthony Santander wanted his off season in Europe or wherever he went, which is the deal with all these guys that put off surgery. They don't want their arm in a sling while they go to Cancun or to Coco Bongos or wherever they go. They want to have their off season. Then in January,
let me try and swing a bat here.
Dios, my arm. Then they have the surgery.
Yeah,
that's how that goes.
Okay. Yeah, no rant today.
Yeah, no rant. I have no time for a Santander rant.
When the Jays have a guy hitting at a place in the 4-hole, then we'll talk.
He did an MRI. When did he get the MRI?
Yeah.
When?
Crazy.
When? After 3 weeks in Puerto Vallarta?
Focus.
Where?
10-15 minutes. Sweden, USA.
Okay. Back to the Mark Stone quote about it's a Toronto thing. That game yesterday, Toronto thing. Austin Matthews, 1 shot on goal. William Nylander, 0 shots on goal.
Wow.
That was a pathetic performance by both teams.
I didn't even notice that.
Pathetic performance. I don't know what Austin's deal is. At least Nylander's got a bad groin. That Nylander thing, I looked at that and I said, yeah.
Sounds right.
I don't think Nylander's playing against Tampa and Florida next week. I don't think that's happening.
That's a fair point.
Ghost. Both guys were ghosts. That's a Toronto thing. That was a Toronto thing I saw yesterday. Matthews is terrified, man. That guy plays terrified like I've never seen a player his size play. Nylander, I'm used to it. I'm just used to the floating. I'm used to all of it. Victor Hedman doesn't play, and you just don't get a shot on goal. Message to both Matthews and Nylander. Big games, let's try this. When you come over the blue line, shoot! Are you okay? Shoot the puck! Now, maybe Matthews can't do that anymore. Maybe the wrist is jacked up. I don't know. Maybe the back's jacked up. I don't know. Matthews in the biggest game of his life. Because he hasn't had one for the Leafs. Not even near that big. Hasn't played in a conference final in his life. Yesterday was his life. 1 shot on goal. Nylander, no shots on goal. I understand people that want to look at the Leafs and throw a stick of dynamite in it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm not there with Austin yet. I'm not there with Austin.
You start with Willie.
Getting there with Willie. Getting there with Willie.
But what is that? Is that you're scared he's going to go somewhere and have success?
I don't care if any of them go anywhere and have success.
I know, but is
I
that
don't
why?
care.
Is that why not?
Oh, that's 85% of Leaf fans who don't want to trade anyone. That's always the fear. They don't want Bobby McMahon to go.
Right.
They're like, oh my God. I don't want him to be the next Carter Verhaeghe. You can't live like that. Like that's how bad a franchise you've been if you've instilled that fear in your fan base. Terrifying. So Slovakia, USA tomorrow. Uri Slafkovsky too got hurt. Tell me the States aren't getting some breaks here. Victor Hedman, he can't play at all in that game yesterday. Nylander's got the groin, we think. And tomorrow they might miss out on Slafkovsky at least being 100%. He's been one of the top 3 players in the tournament.
He's been awesome.
The States, don't tell me the States aren't getting breaks here. Give me a break. Incredible.
That's why some people are saying maybe it's their tournament now.
Silly Cashew. This is one of the annual rites of spring for the Leafs. Never should have let Hyman go. Should have paid him the extra $8 or whatever it was.
Seriously.
It was the equivalent of that in the cap world at the time. Wasn't a lot of money.
Talk about a guy who got playing here and what it meant to him.
By the way, Leafs on the chat, Leafs need Andre Kasha back again. Do you know who was on the ice for that Marner goal yesterday? Kampf and Kasha.
Amazing.
It was a lot of ex-Leafs were on the ice for the end of that Czechia-Canada game yesterday.
That's awesome.
A lot. All right, finally, before we get you ready for Canada-USA women's gold medal game, I'm ready. Azzo, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Go Canada. Let's go MPP.
Le Miracle on ice. Let's go.
Le Miracle on ice.
This.
This is Marie-Philippe Poulin's moment. And she's already had a moment. 2014. She's had plenty of moments. Canada are going to do this. I have full faith. Full faith.
I think it's going to be the cast around her. They'll show up. The veterans will do some. The intangibles and the young ones will come through.
Oh, let's hope.
It's going to overtime at least.
Feels like an overtime day.
Yeah.
And I still have some wet snow in the driveway I got to deal with that I'm not looking forward to. Just not much, but enough.
I told you, it's a pain in the ass.
Wet snow is the worst. Our own Tony Marinaro of Sick Media is in Milan and has basically
I didn't notice.
He's in Milan and he did his live stream last night from outside the cathedral. It was a little rainy. They had the umbrellas, but it's him and Pierre McGuire, and I'm watching this and I'm like, whoa.
He's putting out more content than there are events over there. It's crazy.
It's true. So last night, and he's going through the hockey arena, the Milano Santa Giulia arena, and he's running into people. There's 2 things happening with Tony now, and he's recording both of them. The first thing is he's running into people, and they're like, go Canada. The second thing is Je t'aime, Tony, which is French for I love Tony.
Rightfully so.
Tony Marinaro cannot go anywhere. He gets recognized constantly. He's like the prime minister, but different. So yesterday he ran into Seth Jarvis's buddies. Seth Jarvis's friends are like the most famous friends in Canada. Air Canada gets a private plane for them
Because they drive.
go out there.
Didn't they drive?
Well, they drove to the Four Nations.
Yeah.
Long drive. And then someone got a hold of his buddies and said, "Are you going to Milan?" And his buddy's like, "I don't know." And Air Canada's
Can
like,
we drive there?
"Done. Air Canada will take you." So Seth Jarvis's friends are all there, and our guy Tony Marinaro found them after the Canada win yesterday, and let's just say they were jacked up, all of them.
This is our game. We invented hockey. We invented hockey. I am sweating.
We were all sweating.
We were all sweating.
That's one of Seth Jarvis's buddies saying,
That's
"I'm
amazing.
sweating." So Tony, in the same breath, go Canada, and confirms he just Dr. James Naismith hockey and confirmed once again it's our game. Our game.
Hockey powered by Sick Media and Tony.
The Cavaleros with Montreal will like that. Can I hear that one more time?
Yeah, of course. Actually, yeah.
That
I
interview-
recorded it twice.
That
That's a
interview
funny
was
thing.
supposed to be about Seth Jarvis's buddies, and
Yeah.
Tony's like, "Nope."
So hang on. I run it on a loop twice. I didn't know if we wanted it. So hang on.
No, run
there
it.
we go.
Go Canada! This is our game. We invented hockey. We invented hockey. I am sweating.
I am sweating up.
I'm sweating at the end is outrageous.
This is our game. We invented hockey. We invented hockey. I am sweating.
So good.
I think we all were kind of sweating by the end of that game yesterday.
We said it yesterday. We said the exact same thing.
That's a
Seth
shirt.
Jarvis's friends.
We need to find Seth Jarvis's crew because Sportsnet have made them like a member of the panel.
So yeah.
Give them an "I'm sweating" T-shirt. This is our game. I'm sweating.
Did you catch how they kind of came into the shot in his other post though when they were singing the national anthem after the game ended?
You have the video?
I have the video.
I haven't seen
You wanna
this.
watch it?
We have more Tony. And,
Yes, we do.
Are these the
This
Jarvis?
one's a bit longer.
Are these Seth Jarvis's
Yeah.
buddies?
Huh?
Or are these just other fans?
So it's other fans, and then at the end, Seth Jarvis's buddies found them. I think because they were singing the anthem.
So they
Because
creeped
you see
in.
them in the corner, and then they join in the anthem at the end.
They creeped into the shot the way Will Smith and his buddy tried to get into the
100%.
Belle Biv DeVoe video
100%.
back in the day on Fresh Prince
yes,
of Bel Air.
yes, exactly. That's
I haven't.
such a,
I haven't seen this video.
such a great reference.
I haven't seen this.
Okay, ready?
Carton s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la gloire. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good job, Tony.
Great job.
Conducting things
But I'm
at the
convinced.
Milano Santa Giulia Arena.
Seth Jarvis's friends, like
They were creeping in. They
gravitated
were like,
towards them.
"Oh."
Yeah, because they were singing the anthem. It was
because
awesome.
you know what I respect is though that crew, Seth Jarvis's friends, haven't gotten enough airtime yet in their minds. They want more. And I love it. I'm here for it.
It's addictive.
Their
trust me.
think about your job. If you're a Seth Jarvis friend, get hammered and be on Sportsnet,
I'm
and
in.
that's it.
I'm in.
That is your job right now.
Be available.
Be
for
on
interviews.
CBC.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's a great gig, man.
It is.
There's some loyal. That's family to him. Those are some loyal
That is
friends.
true.
I think that's a perfect way to end this show, considering our Canadian women are getting ready to potentially win a gold medal.
Mhm.
This is, I believe, the 8th women's hockey final at the Olympics since women's hockey became a sport in the Winter Olympics in 1998 in Nagano. Canada's been in every final. You know why? Because we're the best. Things haven't gone well. The States saw us once. Fine. You got Canada that day. Let's see what you got today. Marie-Philippe Poulin didn't play the other day. She's playing today. What do you got? What do you got, Stars and Stripes? We'll find out. Azo, any final thoughts?
No, it's 1 o'clock. Dude, you nailed it. 1 o'clock on the dot.
I've done this before.
Apparently. I thought you'd be out of practice.
I've done this before.
Color me impressed, my friend. Color me impressed. That's a good sign for the women. We're doing this.
Right on the nose here.
Yeah.
All right, go Canada. Enjoy the game. On behalf of Azo and everyone at Sick Media.
Go Canada!
I'm Sid. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully there's a gold medal for Canada in it. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.